Hi everyone, this is not apostrophe. Let's continue your game of Observer on PC. See, Dan is making his way through the attic, but suddenly the killer decided to strike. As a result, they both ended up falling and down an old maintenance hatch. While Dan managed to survive, the killer was not so lucky. Tangled up in exposed wires, even his augmented body couldn't handle the voltage. Getting inside his head proved to be more than he could bear, but it's also an opportunity to get some answers.
What a place. Hard to believe anyone could live here. A splicer, a lunatic, and a junkie. Perfect combo.
Some item. Claustrum titanium bacteria detected. Okay. Capture detected control substance. 45F. Regulated materials detected. There are all sorts of problems, apparently. Abnormal structure detected. Or the hair. Retrofactory bacteria detected.
He came to me again. The man from the looking glass. His voice is soothing.
Oh, guess I'm going to listen to that. What do we have here?
No. Oh, God. No. This can't be happening. It's not fucking happening.
Dad? Dad? Are you there?
What kind of a sick game is this?
Dad, I'm still alive. The head. Don't connect to it.
Adam? Adam, are you there?
I need your help. There's a place called Sanctuary.
Adam? Adam? Just try to call me back. God damn it.
That's well, at least we found our son. Just the important part. Alright, try that again.
He came to me again. The man from the looking glass. His voice is soothing, like leaves rustling in the wind. He's the only one who understands. The only one who cares. He made me see what I was lacking, what I must do. But what he's asking, am I strong enough? Of course I am. That's the coward Victor talking again. Enough talk. Ugly human words hurt my throat. I can barely get them out anymore. It's time to act.
Okay. grocery list. Hey, managed to nab a new client. Guy's interested in pre-war transmitting equipment, and he's got the dough to pay for it. Doesn't need to be mint, but it has to be in working condition. Here's a list of what he's looking for. B8X antenna, Nemo Smith dual-mounted receiver, the bulky industrial one, not one of them consumer models. The VGX4 encoding chip, Vitalia, IFP fusion batteries, as many as you can find. Counting on you, buddy. Don't screw this up. Rob. Victor, the parts you sent me last week were fucking useless. I managed to salvage the antenna, but the receiver was busted beyond repair, and the rest was rusted all to hell. Where'd you even get this stuff? Did you dig it out of the fucking trash? Needless to say, the client's not paying for this crap. I had to offer him a discount on my premium stuff just to keep us in business. You're on thin fucking ice, my furry friend. You pull a stunt like that again, and you'll have to look for a new dealer. Vicar, this frickin' charade needs to stop now. Mom and Dad are terrified, and I don't blame them. The whole gene splicing obsession is one thing, but the packages you've been sending them? Whatever you think they did to you, this is fucking cruel and unusual. Vic, you're my brother, and I'll love you even if you decide to grow an extra leg and a set of horns. But please leave Mom and Pop out of it. If you want them to accept you for who you are, just talk to them. Help them understand. I know you're not delusional, so please, get back to your family. We're not your enemies. Hoping to hear from you soon. Favor, hey buddy, I got your message. Frankly, it couldn't have come at a worse time. These past few months have been pretty hard. Eliza is out of a job again, and with a baby on the way, so I've been pulling double shifts to save up some dough. We want to have the little one spliced as soon as it gets here. In other words, sorry, but I don't have that kind of money. It's not that I don't trust you. I know you'd pay me back. I just can't help you this time. Hope you'll figure something out. Hang in there, Matt. P.S. Ain't your parents rich or something? I heard they moved to a B district. Can't you just ask them for a loan? Alright, I'm counting for you, dear sir. I'm coming for you, dear sir. We at Ballard Genetics and Augmentations are deeply saddened by the fact that you are unsatisfied with the results of your gene splicing therapy. BGNA employs only the best experts in the field and uses state-of-the-art equipment in order to meet all of our patients' needs. However, we fully acknowledge our patients' rights to have immensely high expectations, even if, objectively speaking, they would be found unrealistic. While we are unable to provide you with the specific details regarding your treatment, we would like to remind you that in cases requiring the use of genetic material from extinct species, in this case Canis lupus, our experts compose unique strains obtained from our gene library. Unfortunately, we are not able to provide you with a list of donor species or to confirm and deny whether your given species was used in the procedure. We would also like to remind you that the aforementioned facts were stated in no uncertain terms in the procedural contract. Finally, we feel obligated to inform you that malicious DNA tampering is a very serious accusation, one that should not be leveled lightly unless one has the strong evidence to support their claim. Any unfounded accusations against BGNA made publicly or in further correspondence will be seen as slanderous and met with decisive legal actions. Let's see, the natural alternative. We talked to John Sebastian Ballard, CEO of Ballard Genetics and Augmentations, on the culture of personalized modification and the fear of change. Let's see, Mr. Ballard, please call me John. John, let me present you a hypothetical situation. Let's say your son turns 18. He comes to you and says, Dad, I don't feel comfortable with my body. I'm going to go to the nice folks at BGNA and have them grow tentacles on my face. Well, if he had the means to pay for the treatment, I would assume him to be a very smart young man, so I would gladly hear him out and do my best to understand his decision. Let's see, you're dodging that question. I'm merely pointing out how unfair it is. It's always easy for rabble-rousers to say, what if it was your kids? But in truth, this conversation has been going on for hundreds of years. When the cybernetic revolution came about, there were people saying that we were all doomed, that we've gone too far. 100 years ago, a transgender person would be shunned as a misfit and a freak of nature, which thankfully seems outlandish by today's standards. There will always be people out there who fear change. But what if we reach a point where the rabble-rousers, and thanks for that by the way, will be right? Is there a limit? Is gene splicing it? A very wise man once said that for us to be afraid of genetic research was akin to the ancient Chinese being afraid to fly kites because one day there might be crashing planes. I believe this sentence to be true even today. In terms of shaping our genome, we have barely scratched the surface. And yet it's being promoted as a hot new trend. We're seeing teenagers risk their lives by making these irreversible changes. Not a BGNA, we only treat consenting adults. That's all well and good, but the technology is out there, isn't it? The cat's out of the bag. Come on. Come now, Tom. You're really going to make me use the guns don't kill people argument? I'm only wondering if you think it's responsible to promote it as a fashion statement. Please, you said it yourself. The treatment is irreversible and does involve a degree of risk, albeit small. Do you actually think anyone would make a life-altering decision of that caliber on a whim? You keep using the word treatment. Why? Because that's precisely what it is. Not really, though. I mean, it doesn't treat any illness. Of course it does. Frankly, I'm a bit shocked to have to explain this to you, Tom. When you speak of illness, you're clearly thinking of purely physical ailments. I'm certainly not trying to offend you, but I think it's fair to call that mindset medieval. So you're saying turning someone into a genetic hybrid is a form of psychotherapy? I'm saying that this helps a person feel at home in their body. I'm saying that anything that helps a person feel at home in their body should not be instantly discarded. Should we just jump in with both feet? Is there no place for healthy skepticism? I rarely find skepticism healthy. More often than not, it's a refuge for the prejudiced and the closed-minded. All I can ask for is not to vilify which we don't understand. Do you consider yourself a prophet of change? I consider myself tired. It's been a very busy week. In that case, I'll let you rest. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for having me. A handsome man, huh? Okay. I know, I wish I could turn off the depth of field. It's super annoying. Go anywhere? Is the death. Get shocked. Shocked by turning it off? Or was it turning it off?